What's going on, Quinn? Welcome to Miami.
How we doing? Thank you.
I'm
Appreciate.
I'm good. I'm good. So I gotta ask, was that in the background of your was that your house? I see all the stuffed animals. Is that your house? Are you a hunter? I just gotta ask about that because you had the media workroom like up in the air with that.
Yeah, no, it's how cool is that? First off, it's an insane room.
Yeah, it is. It is
I
definitely insane.
that's what I that's what my house is gonna look like in the future. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't my house. It was a friend of ours who allowed us to do the draft party here at his lake house out here in kind of an hour west of Fort Worth area. So, but yeah, one day.
Cool, cool. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to Miami again.
Thank you.
Al,
Hi, Quinn. Welcome to Miami. I'm Hal Habib with the Palm Beach Post. Um, I wanted to ask you about your quick release. How did you develop that?
Yeah, no, I mean it's a lot of work. I mean, I've always felt that I was always a natural thrower of the football, and it always came natural to me. But I mean, it took a lot of work for sure because I give a lot of credit to it was my quarterback coach by the name of Jeff Christensen, and the quick release really starts from my feet, and it is I want to get my front foot down as fast as possible, which allows me to have that quick release at those critical moments.
We have a guy here who's connected with the Dolphins, known for his quick release, named Dan Marino. I'm wondering, have you studied any film of him?
I mean, I've definitely watched him play, and yeah, my dad would always tell me, growing up that I need to have a quick release like Dan Marino. I mean, so I grew up hearing my dad talk about him all the time, but definitely watched him play, and his release is very quick as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Marcel,
Hey, Quinn, Marcel Louis Jacques with ESPN. I'm gonna be honest, I still have not forgiven you for the Peach Bowl. I'm a ASU grad, but I'm gonna try to get past it for today. Congrats on being drafted here, man.
Thank you. Yeah, fun one. That was a good one. Sorry, you're on the wrong end.
Yeah, it was a good game, man. That's all we could ask for. Fourth and 13, man. I couldn't believe it. But we just talked to Chris and Mike about you, and Chris said that y'all's relationship goes even back to last year's pro day when they saw you. I was curious, what was your first impression of Mike McDaniel and the offense that he's installed here in Miami?
I mean, yeah, like you said, I met him when I threw to Xavier and AD and JT and Jay Witt and those guys, and in 2023 for their pro day, and I'm super glad I was able to do that because I got to meet Mike and kind of talk to him about that stuff, and I really enjoyed talking to him after that. He's just like a high energy guy who's like always, he's always like bouncing around. It's awesome to be around people like that because you end up acting the same way and just have always having energy. And we run a lot of stuff that Miami does. We get stuff from that Miami does, and we install it at Texas when I was playing at Texas. So I'm excited to go into the this facility, this franchise, and learn kind of how they do it because I know we see it on film, right? And we like, okay, it looks like this is the first read, but I want to go see to an extent, to the furthest extent, kind of what how they teach that certain stuff. If that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, man. Yeah, congrats once again.
Thank you.
We can
Thank
build from here. I'll get over it eventually.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Travis,
Hey Quinn, what's up, man? Welcome to Miami, like everyone said so far, and that lake behind you, man, not too bad of a scene there.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. It's a great spot to be.
Yeah, it looks really relaxing. So my question for you is kind of following up on the idea about you guys running similar concepts, the Dolphins down here, and you mentioned watching them on tape. I'm curious, when you watch them on tape, what is it about Tua's game that kind of stood out to you from a quarterback perspective, and maybe something that you saw on tape that you're excited to kind of pick his brain about within the Dolphins offense now?
Yeah, I think that he knows the offense so well, and his ability to anticipate throws is fun to watch. He's throwing guys before they even enter the window. They're 3 yards behind a linebacker, but he knows exactly where these guys are going to come, and and where these guys are going to go. It's going to be cool to I guess talk to him about that. I mean, we're both he knows Sark and I know Sark, so it's going to be cool to get to meet him and talk about both of our times with him, and then obviously what I just said.
Yeah, separate question. Hal asked about your quick release earlier, and I know you can kind of drop those arm angles and throw the ball from all over the place. So I always ask quarterbacks that can do that. Did you play baseball as a kid? I feel like you probably did.
Oh yeah, yes sir. I sure did. I played shortstop growing up.
Yep, short. Yeah, they're always shortstops. Perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Chris Perkins.
Hey, Quinn, Chris Perkins from the South Florida Sun Sentinel. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm a Texan. I go back to covering South Lake Carroll in the Coach Ledbetter days, covering Texas in the John Malkovich days. So I'm old. So, hey,
like 3A division.
yeah, right. That's right. They were 3A. Right, exactly. I wanted to ask you about what you've learned through your college career dealing with adversity, Ohio State, Arch Manning, all of this stuff. What has it taught you, and how has it made you a better quarterback and a better person?
100%. And I mean, like you said, it was the adversity that I've gone through. I don't think many people would be able to come out the way I did. And I just think that goes to show how, mentally tough and mentally strong that I am, and how I've kind of grown to be able to handle adversity. I enjoy going through adversity because I know that I have a plan of attack. And I feel like anything that's happened to me the past years of my college career is only going to help me in the long run. And man, it's like I said, I'm just happy I went through it all.
Okay. Thanks, Quinn.
Thank you.
David Furones.
Hey, Quinn, how you doing? David Ferrone, South Florida Sun Sentinel as well. How you doing? Congratulations.
Good.
Good. So in the pre-draft process, I met Hayden Connor, your teammate, and he told me the same thing that you mentioned about how you guys took some plays from the Dolphins. So how much do you think that familiarity will help you now at this next level?
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to help for sure. 100%, running some of the same concepts. And I know Sark went down there to talk to Mike in the offseason. I think when they were in OTA or something like that. And, so we got to hear some stories and whatnot. So I think I'm just beyond excited and grateful for the opportunity that, the Dolphins have given me. And, I'm excited to meet all the new teammates that I'm going to have and whatnot. It's going to be fun. I think it all happens for a reason. I'm excited to be a Dolphin.